And a lot of people also ask me about how does spirituality, you know what I'm saying, and religion factor into being a revolution, you know, into revolution, or even being a rebel, or even being a Q in that aspect. I look at it like this. I feel like spirituality is a study of your own human spirit. It's not the study of a collection of human spirits and then you have a certain way you should be. It's a study of your own individual spirit of who the fuck you are. That's what it is. You gotta just study yourself. You gotta master yourself. You know what I'm saying? Which is sometimes, if you're not taught it, like every individual is different. The only thing that individuals have in common right now at this present moment in space and time, the only thing we have in common is we're breathing. We're alive right now at this time and on this day. That's the only pretty much thing that you have like the same as somebody else. You think different, you see different, you feel different, you eat different. Even if when you come out as a baby, your eyesight is different from the baby that came out 2 seconds after you. Your heart rate is different. Like the way you feel things, your perception, like all that shit is different. Everybody is different, dude. You cannot tell me we all the same. It's impossible. This is why so many wars happen in the world, because people don't want to be the same. People want to be who the fuck they are. And there's too many people out here feel like they can't be who they are because of society. So we change it. I believe that when we look at religion, I mean, we all got to look at it like this. You really kind of like you got to look at your life at some point, right? Are you going to be a queen or are you going to be a slave? You going to be a king or you going to be a slave? Which one are you going to be? Because if you're going to be a king or a queen, right, or a rebel, I feel like you have to be able to study and master yourself, and then you got to create your own laws of when it comes to duties and responsibilities and what you need to do as a person to get to your God-given purpose, to do what the fuck you need to go ahead and do for your life and your family. You can't read that shit in a book. You can't. I just don't understand that. Like a lot of black people, they go, and other cultures too, but I'm just speaking because I'm in a black culture. They all go back to books 1,000 trillion years ago and be like, okay, I'm gonna base my life on some shit that they did 1,000 years ago. That shit don't work in this time and space, dude. And they know it don't work. You gotta create something to do for yourself, man. At some point, you have to, or you're gonna be a slave. Right, and I'm not saying nothing is wrong with anybody on any religions and all that type of stuff and everything like that. But if we want to keep it like all the way, like, you know what I'm saying, like Revo for real and everything. A lot of them people who in them religious groups, they fight battles every day in the war and shit because they know they not being their real self, dude. Somebody else told them from a book 1,000 years ago, you can't do that. You know, the person who wrote that book don't even fucking know you, man. But that's how much power that shit has. A motherfucker from 1,000 years ago can speak to you in a book form that you read and tell you who you need to be now into the future. I'm not doing that shit at all. That's slavery in its highest point to me. No, it's not gonna happen. You gotta create your own shit. Spirituality, study your own spirit. There ain't no books on that. All right? There ain't no books on studying your own spirit. There's books on studying a collection of people, but we're talking about individualized. So you got to study your own spirit and do what you need to go ahead and do to get that done and everything. And people are going to be looking at you like how you did it pretty much. And you just keep the secret if you want to. See, I can go to one of the, and studying, all these different societies and cultures. I've noticed that when people are the same, you are easily conquered. It's hard to conquer a motherfucker you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? It's like even in Milwaukee, right? I'll give you an example, and I'm gonna really get up out of here. If I'm riding down the street, just say I'm an armed robber, like I'm looking for, somebody to stick up, whatever it may be, right? And I look at this dude right here, and if I understand who his culture, his mannerism, and all that stuff, like, I look at him at the same as other people that I've robbed before and everything like that. They got the same kind of look, same kind of jacket, like that. I know what to pretty much do. But if I'm looking at somebody, dude, that I have no idea, dude, I'm passing him up, man, on the street. I'm gone. Because you know what they're going to say? Oh, he ain't got no money. He ain't got nothing, man. That man can have, like, so much money in his pockets or whatever like that. You're not going to know based off he doesn't fit in your collective that's in your brain of the people you probably robbed before. And that's just what it is. It's being unique. It's being different. Nobody on the world got a blueprint for that shit. I'd rather be unique and different, man. Because you ain't got no blueprint on it. You can't go read that shit in no book. You're not going to master me before I master myself. That's not going to happen. So, everybody, good night.